Hey, what's going on, everybody? I have a lot to say right now. And I'm trying to get it out in a way where I don't seem like I'm mad or I'm upset, but I'm trying to get it out in a way that people understand. Y'all, listen, we have to be careful, especially my sisters. And when I mean sisters, I'm not just talking about black. I'm talking about all sisters. Black, white, Chinese, yellow, red, whatever race, whatever color you are. This thing is serious. I mean, this is serious. They are taking our children. They are taking the women. I mean, this human trafficking is ridiculous. And I'm not saying this because of no movie or nothing like that. I mean, yes, I understand the movie. I want to support the movie. I'm saying this because what I'm seeing. I am a street preacher. I preach on the streets. I see a lot of stuff. I see enough crazy stuff on the streets. I experience a lot of crazy stuff on the streets. But I see things. This human trafficking is not a joke. Ladies, stop going to places by yourself. This is the end time. The Bible talks about this. The Bible talks about the time when God, the judgment hit. But seeing all these people from human trafficking being trafficked, that girl in Alabama, I'm praying to God that they find her. But that was a bait. That was a bait. They put that baby out on the ground so people can stop, especially women, because most of the time that women will stop and they grab these women. I'm praying that it's not. I see enough on the streets, especially this 2 years that I've been doing street preaching. I've been seeing a lot of stuff, and I'm not quiet. I saw a van the other day sitting over there. I was preaching. I mean, van with blacked out windows, no door handle. I mean, this is crazy. I take my phone, I take pictures of it. I go out there and I say something. I'm seeing them at Walmart. I'm seeing them at the store. I see a lot of vans, a lot of cars, a lot of people. We living in the last day, folks. We are living in the last days. And we have to prepare ourselves for what's happening. This human trafficking thing is getting on my last nerves. I'm sick and tired of seeing people missing. I'm sick and tired of people getting snatched. They are taking our children. They are killing our children. They are kidnapping our children. You single mothers, you women with children, please be careful. I'm family. Watch your surroundings. And they getting so smart with this. I see a lot on the streets. I see prostitution on the streets. I see drugs selling on the streets. I see drugs, things on the streets. I see people that's walking there that don't look normal. This thing is crazy. And we're living in a time where human trafficking is what like we're talking about almost $1 trillion. How can you traffic people and it be close to $1 trillion? That is crazy. You're gonna have to watch yourself. You women, you're gonna have to watch yourself. Women with children, do not get them a 2-for-1 special. That's what they call it now, a 2-for-1 special. So basically, when you walk around with your child, they will label you. When you go in Walmart, look around. Look at your surroundings. When you park by people, if you see a big van parked beside you, I'm not saying that human traffic, just be aware. Watch. I sit in there and I was in the store and I watched this van at Walmart just riding around. And I'm like, what are they doing? And I seen this young girl get out the car, and I seen the van park right beside that car. I have seen this. I get out the car and I walk and I look at them. I'm not afraid. I'm not scared of none of you devils. And if I look right in your face, and let you know I'm watching you. Do not be scared. I know people say, oh, I don't want to say nothing. Listen, they are taking people. This could be your son, your daughters, your grandbabies. I go up there. I walk and I fold my arms and I look and I make them feel uncomfortable. And I let them know, hey, I'm watching you, bruh. This thing is crazy. I know our government don't like this. They don't care nothing about this stuff. Because our government is probably the main one doing it, which I know there are. America. Stop sitting up there letting these people take you. Stop wearing clothes that attract things. Stop doing things that attract to yourself. These people are taking our women and children. And they taking them like they don't even care. And our government is not trying to do something, so we have to take matters in our own hands. That's why I go on the streets. That's why I preach like I do. That's why I cry like I do. That's why I put myself like I do, because I want to warn people. Tell people, hey, watch your surroundings. Especially you single women. I don't know how many times I had to say this. I have a lot of family members, females that are single. I have a daughter that is single. I have a grandbaby that is with my daughter. Y'all watch these people. They are crazy. Listen, this ain't the time to say, oh, I want to live my life. I want to do what I want to do. No, that's not that time. Sorry, baby, but them days over with. Judgment is on the world. Judgment is on the world, and this is part of judgment. I'm telling you, as a street preacher, I see this stuff. But I don't sit around and just let it ride. I go and I say something. I do something. I don't just sit there and look and say, oh, well, you know, it's not my business. It is my business. That could be my daughter. That could be my wife. That could be my kids. This is how serious this thing is. And you women, stop thinking that you're so independent that you don't need nobody. You always need help. I'm a grown man. I'm 49 years old. And I'm always going to need somebody to help me. Woo. That thing just put something on me when I heard about that young girl in Alabama. That just put a fire in me. I don't go live much because I don't trust Facebook. I'm telling y'all, when you get monetized on Facebook, when they come to you and say, oh, we want to do this, we want you to do that. When you get monetized, Facebook watch you. They don't want you to say nothing. Well, I hate to tell you, Facebook, I'm going to preach Jesus. I'm going to preach against sin. I'm going to preach against homosexuality. I'm going to preach against homo trafficking. I'm going to preach against all. I don't care if you get no money. I don't need your money. I got God's money. It's getting to a point where it's getting crazy. I'm seeing people on drugs, bent over backwards, like you see in the city, over here in Augusta. We have a opioid crisis in Augusta. We have a fentanyl crisis in Augusta. I see these people on the streets. I preach to these people on the streets. I try to talk to these people on the street. They out of it. And then you women, you go out clubbing, drinking, partying. And you get snatched up and you gone forever. I'm telling you, they say within 48 hours, if you don't find a person that been snatched by human trafficking, in 48 hours they gone, you'll never see them again. I'm just trying to warn you. And it put a fire. There's so many things I want to say, but I'm a man of God and I can't say it, but this is just, it burns me to see how you just take somebody and you can kill them or use them for body parts or use them for prostitution. That burns me. We got a bunch of men called and said, man, you ain't no man. If you see that happen and you don't say nothing, do nothing, you a punk. I'm sorry. You a straight up punk. I ain't no punk. I ain't scared. Let somebody try to snatch a young lady. I don't care if I don't know her, never seen her. I'm going to go out there and fight for that lady. Can't just let nobody just take another person. That's crazy. How can you take somebody and sell them? It's not normal. And we in America, we make it normal. If human trafficking was so bad, they would shut it down. Our government would do everything in their power to shut it down. But how can you shut something down when you are part of the problem? When you are part of the system? The system stinks. It stinks. And it hurts. Why? Because that could be my children. That could be my children. That could be my daughter. That could be somebody in my family that could be snatched like that. I don't get passionate. I get passionate about a lot of things. But this is a passion. Can't just sit there, see somebody get snatched up. Stop being stop just watching. Say something. Say something. Imagine if it was your child. Imagine if it was your baby that was getting snatched. What would you do? Would you sit there and let them take them? No. You will fight. We have to fight. We have to fight. I'm not scared. I'm not afraid to die. I know if I die, I know where I'm going. I'm going to see Jesus. I'd rather die fighting to try to save somebody's life than die just sit there watching. Stop letting these people trick you. They use all kind of bait. They use money. They use everything. They put fentanyl on your money and put it on the ground. And when you pick it up, you pass out and pick you up. I seen where they put tie straps on cars of single women. Sometimes I wish God would just judge this nation and get it over with. But I know there's people out there that need to be saved. They need a second chance, like God gave me a second chance. It's terrible. I have a passion for people. I have a passion for souls. I don't want to see no people die and go to hell. I don't want to see people snatched up. It's saddening. We live in supposed to be the greatest country in the world. But we can't even deal with a human trafficking. We can't even deal with that. Drugs. I'm passionate about this. A couple of years ago, it had to have been 10 or 15, I say about 10 years ago, I was sitting in my car. And I didn't know no better. I really didn't know. I was just riding in my car and I heard somebody say, help me, help me, help me. Please save us. I didn't know. I was just sitting in my car. I was riding by this 18-wheeler. I was on I-20. I remember this clear as day. And I heard somebody say, help me, please help me. But it was so low. It was so low. Even if you turn off your radio and roll your window down, it's like faith. And I remember sitting in my car, and I was just riding, and I heard this faint voice. And it was an 18-wheeler. It was right beside me, y'all. I mean, it was right beside me. And I just heard people real low, and I didn't think nothing of it. And I turned off the exit. And there had to have been somebody in the back of the 18-wheeler. I didn't put two to two together until I got halfway home. By then, they was already gone. I could have saved somebody's life. I could have saved somebody's kid's life. Somebody's daughter's life. Somebody's wife's life. But I didn't know at the time. Didn't know anything about human trafficking. I heard of it, but it wasn't. And I say never again. Never again. If I ride and I hear something, I'm going to say something. Never again. I will not do that again. I got children. I got a 12-year-old daughter. And I dare y'all, I wish y'all would touch my daughter. I wish you come to my house. You would not make it. Not going to say what I'm going to do. But y'all ain't fool enough and crazy enough to come to nobody's house. Y'all got to punk out and go out there and put on side of the road or pull a van and try to kidnap somebody. Sad. We live in a world where nobody care about human trafficking. Well, I care. I'm going to do something about it. If you see me human trafficking, you better run. If you see me, you people that doing around doing that job, you better run, because I'm sure gonna come to you. I'm sure gonna stop you. I'm sure gonna fight you. I'm just sick of it. I hear stories. I talk to people. I hear stories of young ladies telling me how they got almost got snatched up, and how their friends got snatched up to be prostituting on the street. Talked to a young lady, she was prostituting on the street, and she tell me how they just put over and just threw her friend in the back of a van. She never seen it no more. This stuff is real. It's real. They doing all kinds, and every day they're getting smarter and smarter. God will judge them. Oh, he will. He said it right here in this scripture. Oh, but you think I was gonna come in here without you getting word? I'm always gonna get word no matter where I found this thing. Look what the scripture says in Matthew 18 and verse 6. But whosoever calls one of these little ones who believe in me to sin, it would be better for him to it would be better for him if a millstone was hung around his neck and he would drown in the depths of the sea. God is going to judge y'all. He already told you how he wants you to die. He going to put a brick around your neck and dump you in the deepest ocean and watch you drown. Do you know it's one of the worst things you can ever experience is being suffocated or drowning? God made emphasis on that that's going to be your worst death. Well, I don't look familiar, but you know what, Facebook, I'm about tired of y'all anyway. Y'all always trying to knock people's views. I don't care nothing about no view. I don't care nothing about that. I just want to get this message out there. Y'all be careful. Watch your surroundings. If you got a brother or uncle, I'm telling you right now, it's going to be so bad in this nation. It's going to be so bad to night when it get nighttime, you're not going to be able to go out because it's going to be that bad. I always tell my sons, when you go with your mama, watch your sisters. Watch their surroundings. I'm always watching. That's right, you human trafficking. RPI, Patrick Guys is always watching. If you see me sitting in my truck, waiting on my wife coming out the store, or sitting in my truck and I'm waiting on somebody, I'm watching. I'm looking at surroundings. When I'm preaching on the street, I'm watching. I see a van that don't look suspicious, I'm taking pictures. Send it to the police. It's crazy. I get emotional about stuff like this. We're living in those days, people. We're living in them last days. They taking our women, they taking our children. They want young women. They taking them, man. They doing all kind of stuff. You got to watch it. You have to watch yourself, women. Stop, get that pride spirit out of you. Get that, oh, I'm independent. Yeah, one sister said she bring her gun with her. Be careful. That's all I can say. Be careful. Be careful. Watch yourself. This thing here getting serious. It's getting too serious. Human trafficking, I mean, it's to the point right now where this is all I'm hearing. I hear it, but I don't see no results. I don't see anything happening. But don't worry about it. When the day of the Lord come, and when God judge, now he ain't when, he's judging. You're going to find out real quick. I just want to put this out there. I had to speak on it. Like I said, I don't go live much unless I do my radio show. But this needs to be said. Y'all need to be careful what y'all doing and y'all surrounding women. If you see something on your car, stop what you're doing, call the police. If you see substance on your car, oh, $100, that's a blessing from the Lord. No, don't touch that money. If you pick that money up, look around, see if you see any vans, any cars, anybody in that car. And they got women that help with human trafficking too. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. We had some issues going on here in Georgia, in Augusta. Women in on it too. Y'all be careful. That thing, that bothered me. I heard another lady talk about she was riding down a dark road and just saw a baby stroller sitting on the side of the road. Baby stroller. So you can stop. They get men too, but they want women. Don't listen. I know if you see some woman on the road with a child, you have to be careful. Me personally, I wouldn't stop. I call 911. If they ain't that stressed, they sit on the road, they need help, call 911. I know that may sound cold or whatnot, but you don't know. Unless you got Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit and it tells you to stop. But other words, I tell my daughter, stop riding around at night, stop going. She don't go nowhere. She both stay home, but be careful. You got a beautiful baby. I got a beautiful daughter and a beautiful grandbaby. And I be doggone if something happen, I'm tearing whole Augusta up. You tearing apart Augusta. If that ever happened, I'm not saying it's not gonna happen. I'm praying covering on my children. Augusta, you tore up, Patrick. Y'all gonna see a side of RPI, Patrick guys y'all ain't never seen before. Anything happen with my wife, my kids, my daughters, my sons, Augusta, you're gonna be tore up because I'm coming like a tornado. And I'm bringing the word of God, bringing Jesus with me. If I don't be angry enough, be careful out there, sisters. Be careful. I got a lot of single cousins on my wife's side and my side. Y'all be careful. This is a serious time we living in. This is not the time to sit up there and wanna dance and party and go out. Stop going to these clubs. They got hotels. I heard these hotels, they baiting for human trafficking. They see single women with children, they go and put them in rooms. I see where they had cubby holes in the closets where the men hide. I seen big name for Facebook purposes. I ain't gonna say no, but big name hotels that you would never thought set up for this. If your government do it, what you think the hotels and everybody else gonna do? Just be careful. That's all I can say. Just want to say peace and blessing to everybody. Pray that everybody, please, that you be protected. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. I love you guys. Please be careful out there.